Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the new Capita Pathfinder. This board features Capita's Park V1 camber profile, which is basically traditional camber to right before the upkick in the tip and the tail. Then you get a little flat section. This creates a little bit more contact point and edge bite right out there. So essentially it's traditional camber with a little bit more edge hold at the tip and the tail. If you don't know what traditional camber is, I can't help you. This board is available in 145, 147, 149, 151, 153, 155, 157, 151 wide, 153 wide, 155 wide, 157 wide, 162 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that started out with bluebird skies, and then there was some clouds rolling in later in the day. Super warm temps. You had creamy, soft corduroy groomers to chunder snow to slush to pools of water forming in the base area as they heated up. It was closing weekend, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. The overall flex of this board comes in above a jib noodle but below a middle of the road park board, so it makes it one of those park boards that's playful but still has some snap to it. With that said, you got softer nose and tail, then it stiffens up at the insert pack through the middle with a lot of torsional give. Now that area that stiffens up, it's not much stiffer than the nose or the tail. It's just enough that it is noticeable. And when it comes to stability, you just got to kind of throw that out the window. You're going to feel everything with it. With high speeds, any chatter you get just comes right underfoot. And when you get into lumpy, rutted out terrain, your body's just getting rocked. You're feeling everything. So keep those knees bent and be aware that there are limitations with this board. What's nice about this board is that it's predominantly camber. So when you load it up, you know how it's going to react. And what you put in is exactly what you're going to get out of this board. There's no surprises to it. It's very meat and potatoes. So when you load that camber up, it's going to rebound. You're going to be able to pop off a roller, side hit, ollie over a slow sign, and just know that it can handle it. You're not going to be like, wow, this thing's got crazy amounts of pop, or oh, this is underwhelming. It's just completely predictable. Now when it comes to jumps, small to medium-sized features are really its strong suit. Anything bigger, you're going to be pushing it past its limitations. That's just what this board's designed for. It snaps off the lip with ease. It sets down on the landing. You don't really have to worry about it. It does what you need it to do, but it's not going to be one of these boards that you're like, I'm going to the big line. You're more like, okay, I'm learning how to hit jumps. Small, medium, totally fine. I'm progressing with my park riding, totally fine. But you want to go hit something like over 30, 35 feet, you're really pushing this board way past what it can handle. With this board being softer and then having the abundance of its flex in the nose and the tail, you can really butter on this thing. Now, the camber profile will give you snap out of any butter variation you do, but it never fights you. You never feel like you have to manhandle this board. You can pretty much just flex right into a nose or tail press, pop right into it, feel it lock in, and it'll hold for as long as you want, and then you're gonna get that snap out of it to pop, revert around, do whatever you need to do. And when it comes to jibbing, this is where this board completely shines. It locks into nose and tail presses. You feel it hold till the end of the feature, and then it just rebounds and snaps right out. You never really have to worry about it. And when you get sideways, that camber and the flex and everything work in conjunction. It cradles the feature. It doesn't clap out. I mean, it could clap out if you really decided to send it and disaster onto something. I don't, I'm old, but it hugs right around it. It's perfect, and you still have that predictable pop right back out, because that's what this board is. It's just a predictable, softer flexing cambered snowboard. The edge-to-edge power transmission on this board is smooth and fluid, meaning that it's predictable. You understand how it's going to get on edge when you're transitioning from either your toe side or your heel side. You never really worry about it. What's nice is you do have a predominantly cambered snowboard that you can drive from the center through the tail. So when you really flex into it and push it, you can lay a deeper carve over it. Now, there are limitations with this board just due to the flex. So if you really aggressively push it, you're gonna get that tail to kick out. My advice, Stick to short, tight, quick setup turns or medium mellow carves. Don't try to just lay this thing over at all times or take it up to Mach 10 and just rip a carve from one side of the trail to the other. It's not going to be able to handle it. Who's this board for? The price-conscious park rider. I'm not going to lie, this board's predictable, which just makes it fun. It feels like a board you've ridden for 100 days that's well broken in. Yeah, it's a softer flexing park board. It doesn't try to hide what it is. It doesn't try to say that it's something it's not. You get on it, you know how it's going to ride. It's flexible, it's playful, it's nothing more than that. Comparable boards, the Telos Adit, the Rosinal Retox. Binding recommendations, the Union Contact Pro, the Rome Vice, the K2 Indy. This has been my review of the Capita Pathfinder. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not going to miss any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.